Welcome guys to a brand new video on solo leveling Arise. In today's video I have another video going over some of the mistakes you should not be making in the game. So I made a previous video like that, but I just realized there's a bunch more other stuff that you guys should not be making mistakes on. So this video is going to be helping you guys out. Before we carry on, I want to talk about the terrible live stream that just happened with solo leveling Arise, the official YouTube page. It was absolutely horrible because everyone was waiting for that amazing coupon code that they were teasing, and at the end of the live stream the coupon code was absolutely atrocious. It was the worst coupon code ever. I haven't even used it because I don't need it. It basically gives you one extra key for gates. Honestly, the worst game mode in the game. It's so boring, it's so tedious. I absolutely despise it. I don't need extra keys for it. And then they give us only 25k gold. Imagine if it was 250k gold. It would be decent actually if it was 250k, but it's 25k. It's an atrocious coupon code for a live stream. I just want to talk about that because people actually stayed and watched for 30 minutes just to get absolutely bamboozled with such a terrible coupon code. Anyways, let's go ahead and focus on today's video, the main topic, which is mistakes you should not be making in the game. But before I carry on, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you guys enjoyed this video or find this video helpful, help me out by clicking the like button so that other people can also find the video as well. And if you guys don't want to miss out on future solo leveling content, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about one of the most important mistakes you should not be making. So of course, as you guys are summoning, you're obviously summoning for SSR weapons and SSR SR weapons as well for your Sung Jinwoo and your hunters, but the R weapons are actually viable. Now, not for Sung Jinwoo. Don't use R weapons for Sung Jinwoo, honestly. Like, you should hopefully get a bunch of SR weapons as you're summoning for Sung Jinwoo, but I don't really recommend upgrading R weapons for him. However, when it comes to the hunters, the R weapons are actually very viable, especially because you guys will not have SSR weapons. It's going to take you a very long time to get SSR weapons, excluding the the event ones. So the Charhain one right now, you can get her weapon, it's free. It's going to take you a while, but you still get this. So yes, you will get the SSR weapon. But for the other characters in the game, you're trying to get the weapons for them. It is going to take you a long time. So again, you are going to be using SR weapons, but it's much more easier to use R weapons because you can dupe her up. And if you dupe up the weapon, you can get a really good amount of buffs for your characters, especially when you only have like one copy of a SR weapon for your hunters. So if you take a look at this weapon over here, your core attack damage is increased by 9%. This is it, with no perception or precision. Is it precision? Yeah, with no precision as well. This is not that great, honestly. With no precision, of course, as an SR weapon, you want to use it. However, if you use a R weapon like this, you have it duped up completely to the end. You get 2000 precision, which helps you guys out a lot. And then you also have a increase to your user's attack, defense, and HP by 10%. So it is very useful. Another reason why you don't want to salvage SR weapons, just so that you guys are aware, there are going to be events that basically if you upgrade weapons at that time, there is an event rankings, and if you have R weapons, it also counts. Of course, it doesn't give you as much points as the other weapons, but it's still fine with upgrading it because you do get a lot of points. You can rank up and it's really nice. So if you take a look at this points event schedule, I don't really like this type of event, I'm not gonna lie, except the actually I don't like it in general. It's kind of annoying because the rankings are iffy. It's pretty much pay to win, but okay. So for the weapon growths over here, you can actually just save all your R weapons so that when the weapon growth event comes out, you can then go ahead and start upgrading and limit breaking your R weapons, and then you can rank up high. But again, I wouldn't also recommend this simply because it does cost a lot of gold and you don't really want to use gold like that. So of course you get really good points if you do that, but again, you have to pay attention to your gold. But I still would say yes, salvage R weapons. You should salvage them, but just be careful because you can actually still use the R weapons. And if you're salvaging R weapons, I do recommend the only one pretty much, well, the one you definitely want to salvage is for Sung Jinwoo. So you can press select all, press the R1 for Sung Jinwoo, because you guys will have SR weapons that you can use for Sung Jinwoo instead. Now for the hunters, for me right now, I think I could actually just salvage all the R weapons for me because I don't really care about the points event. It costs too much gold, don't care for it. so I'm gonna just salvage it. And well, I definitely would like to get, actually I could just upgrade other ones because I haven't maxed this out. As you can see, I haven't maxed out the bow. It's only 2 dupes, well, it's 3 dupes away from being maxed out, as well as the wand as well. But at the same time, I don't really need them. As you can see, I have SR weapons as well. And yeah, I'm only I don't really need it, so I'm just gonna do that. So of course, when you're early game, you want to get all of those items as well, the weapon enhancement, so you can upgrade your Sung Jin Woo's weapon, or upgrade your weapons in general. So you do want to do this, but just be careful not to do like every one of the R weapons you have. Okay, because with that item, you can go over to the exchange shop, by the way, and then you can go ahead and start exchanges for some item. But as you can see, I don't exchange for anything. I believe at the start of the game, I definitely exchanged for this, but right now I don't really need any, so I'm fine. But of course, if you want this to upgrade again, you can get this as well. But I don't really need anything from here. And you absolutely do not salvage your SSR weapon. Don't be stupid. Okay, so that is one mistake you should not be making. The other mistake is when it comes to upgrading your hunters. Now, if you re-rolled or you got lucky with your summons and you have a lot of SSR characters, don't go ham on all of them. Only focus on 3 particular ones, or 4 at the moment, because gold will become an issue later on, upgrading materials will become an issue later on, and just so you can spare resources, and at the end of the day, you can only really use 3 hunters, because most content, it's only locked behind 3 hunters. And to be honest, there's no real reason to have multiple hunters built. Of course, if there's a stage where it tells you can't use this character because, well, you can use them, but of course the disadvantage of elements is going to be an issue. But at the same time, you just have 3 characters that are very OP in the game that you can just work on, and they can be pretty much used in every single content. You got character like Charhane. If you guys re-roll for her or you're summoning for her, definitely work on her. If you have character like Emma, definitely work on her. If you have Sio, definitely work on her. She's not going to be as great at the start simply because you don't have good amount of crit rate, but if you can get her crit rate to be high, it's going to be beneficial for you. But also Choi as well. Choi is probably the best or easiest character to have at the start because he scales off attack and he doesn't really need good artifact set. So he's one of the best characters for early game because he just scales off attack, crit rate and crit damage don't matter. Artifacts don't matter as much because of course you want attack stats, but his attack stat will be in general just better than every other character when he don't really have the best artifact set right now. So these 4 characters, in my opinion, are the go-to characters to build at the start. But of course, if you don't have those characters and you have Beck, you can build them up as well. If you have Main, you can also build them up as well. If you have Libra, you can build her up as well. Like I said, as long as you don't build too many hunters, you should be fine. Okay, so another mistake you should not be making is going over to gates. Let's go over to game mode over here. Gates only do A rank and S rank. So right now I have no A rank or S rank. I will not be doing that. Please do not make this mistake. The reason for that is because S rank and A rank gates gives you essence. You basically can get a lot of essence from here, and you definitely, okay, I did it for B rank for the elite one. Is it elite for the red gate? But that's because I was too lazy. I hate doing the gate. I hate just coming back to do gates every single day. I hate this content so much. So that's why I don't care personally. But of course, if you're free to play, well, I do care actually. As you can see, I do have a lot of S and A gate. But if it's one of the red ones, I don't care. I'm just going to use my skip tickets. I'm going to be skipping as much gates as possible because I hate it. It's so boring. So yeah, gates do S and A, but also guys, the normal gates, I know you guys look at it and say you don't need this. You do need this. Actually, this is probably one of the most important gates in the game. There's special gates, there's red gates, but honestly the normal one is probably the most important ones because you need this item and you get a lot, well, higher levels, you get a lot of this, and it's very helpful because this, I'm running out of this and I need to do this every single time. You need this as well to upgrade your weapons. So trust me guys, these are all items you want. So definitely don't neglect this one just because you think it's not special and you want to do dungeon break. Of course dungeon break is useful as well, but I actually rarely do this. I'd rarely do this at all because of course you can get all of this time stuff. Well, early game you guys won't be out having the opportunity to get this stuff, but you're probably looking to get some of the design stuff. it's fine. But again, do not forget about this normal gates in general. So for this one, I don't have any gates that I really want to do. Of course I could do this, but I don't need any of these items over here, so I am fine. I just need to get these items, so I'm going to be using all my gate keys for that. And okay, don't forget to also go in here and dispatch all. If you bought the new monthly pack, you will have a auto mining feature, which will be helpful, I guess. Okay, there we go with another mistake you should not make. Okay, don't work on too many artifacts. So of course, as you guys are, progressing in the game, you're doing encore missions, you're doing instance dungeon, those two over here, you're getting some artifacts, some gates as well. Do not go ahead and level a lot of them. I made this mistake when I started the game and it cost me a lot. That's why currently I have an issue, or I'm lacking resources, because I used a lot of this early on at the start of the game to level up some really terrible artifacts. So that's why it's important that you know which artifact sets you're looking for and the ones you should be upgrading. Now, the one they give you for free from the pre-registration, they give you a artifact set. You can actually level that up, level 30 though, but you can level this up. It's going to be helpful early game. Give it to your Sung Jin-woo. You can level it up, but do not go ham on it. So you see my artifact set for my characters, that all plus 14 blah blah blah. Do not do that for those level 30 artifacts. Only do it up to like level 5 and then you can stop. Honestly, by the time you day 3 rolls ahead, you should now be farming the level 50 ones, I guess. So yeah, again, don't really focus too hard on the artifact sets at the start. Do not go ham on upgrading useless artifacts. I have a issue with that. Let me go ahead and show you guys right now. Go over to artifacts, go over to the end. So these are all the artifact sets I have. I think I've actually salvaged some of them or sold some of them. Okay, right now you guys shouldn't be selling your artifacts, but I'm going to be selling mine because I have a lot that I don't need, and of course it will give me more gold as well. So I have some level 40 ones. Of course I'm going to sell all of this stuff. Okay, so I've sold them all, but as you can see, I have some level 25 gear that I've plus 10, but I had a lot of gear like that previously. Do not do that, guys. Absolutely do not. So I'm going to be selling common below. Yep, sell all of that. As you can see, I do get a lot of gold, so I'm fine with that. There we go. Let's do this again, get more gold. Perfect. And now I think I could do rare. Oh wait. Level 45. I don't really want to do blue weapons anyways, so I will oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Anyways, perfect. Again, do not go ham on the artifacts. Do not screw yourself up. Okay, so don't level up level 30 gears. I've already talked about that. Don't forget to use your exchange stones or the exchange stuff. So from the mining, there we go, good example. We get this stuff over here, mana crystals. Do not forget to go over to here and buy these two things, the instance dungeon key and the encore dungeon key. Do not forget to buy that. And then another mistake you should not be making is using gold as if you're rich. You're not rich, guys. Trust me, gold will become an issue. So you definitely want to not hoard it, but you want to be very careful in which you put your gold into. And of course, knowing who the best character is going to help you guys out, so you can work on those characters instead. So yeah, that is very important, very, very important. So that is all the mistakes I wanted to talk about in today's video that you should not be making. So it's very, very important you do not do that. I don't know if I said this previously, but of course do not use your essence stones for the standard banner over here. Do not do that. Can we get lucky with a single? Nope, that's fine, totally fine. You just don't get lucky. That's cool. That is cool. Of course, get Charhain, but honestly, if you're free to play, just go for one copy and just save the rest of your tickets and save the rest of your essence stone. Do not go balls deep for a character like that. Just go for one copy and you should be fine. And yeah, everything should be good. Okay, that is pretty much it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's been your boy AC Gamer, and I'm out.